This is Time Warner Cable's Local Edition. My name is Brad Pomerance. It's my honor to introduce you to Faye Washington. She is the president and CEO of the YWCA of Greater Los Angeles. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Before we talk about an innovative program your organization has started, tell me a bit about the YWCA of Greater LA.
I would be delighted. I'm so pleased to have the fortune to head an organization that's been in the LA area for over 120 years. And in that time, it has done a myriad of things. But I'm most excited about what we've been able to accomplish in the last 15 years.
Tell us about the last 15 years.
The last 15 years, I will say, has been the most exciting 15 years of my career. In that time, we have caused 8 community centers to be opened and located throughout the greater LA area. We have actually caused new construction of 4 of those facilities, including a master campus in downtown Los Angeles, Olive and Olympic, right 4 blocks from the LA Staples Center.
Sure.
It is that location, Brad, that we house 400 at-risk youth every single night.
Tell us about what these locations do for these youths. Why are they so important to them in their future?
Well, our community centers, and we call them empowerment centers, are important to the community as a whole because they not only support the youth, they support the family. And when I say that, I'm really speaking to the need for childcare, for mothers to be able to have somewhere to leave their children. I'm speaking of senior citizen programming. I'm speaking of financial literacy programming. I'm speaking of technology programming offered to each and every one of our community centers.
And we'll talk about technology, but I do want to say for our viewers, the YWCA of Greater Los Angeles is for women and men.
Absolutely.
And explain that evolution.
We serve the family. We know that the strength of the family, if you will allow me to say, lies within the woman.
Well,
so
that I will not deny. I have a wife and 2 daughters and 2 female cats, and so we know that.
However, we know to have a happy and a wholesome and a thriving community, all persons must be served. And for that reason, all of our programs are open to male or female. One of our largest programs is the operation of a Job Corps program, and that's the one in downtown Los Angeles. And we serve over 1,100 boys, male and females, on an annual basis.
And let's talk about jobs, because look, in the 21st century, it is undeniable that if one wants to access gainful employment, it is highly likely they will need the knowledge that comes with technology.
Absolutely.
And look, this technology that we have nowadays is new. I don't know that you and I can work it very well, but we know the younger ones need to know how to work it. But the access to technology is still disparate.
It is still disparate, and that is the reason that we've launched on to this idea called Digital Learning Academy. I was so amazed when I read accounts that nationally, 1.4 million jobs will go unfilled unless we do something about it. Within this area alone, 81,000 jobs will go unfilled.
And what can be so frustrating is jobs often go unfilled because applicants can't get to a computer just to apply for the job. I mean, the days of walking into a store and saying, I'd like to apply, go online.
Right. It goes deeper than that. What we have noticed is that the whole tenor of employment has changed. One must come into that environment knowing how to operate a computer. They must come into that environment knowing how to code. That is the word of the future, coding. And when I think about who has access to coding, if I had $25,000, $40,000 a year, I can get that experience. But if I don't, if I'm an emancipated youth from the foster care system, if I come from a family of many individuals and the money is not there, what do? Must they be left out?
I know what you do. you go to the YWCA
got
of Greater Los Angeles
it.
to the Lodi branch in Hollywood.
That's
because
correct.
you must be very proud that recently you have launched this Digital Learning Academy.
Yes.
In conjunction with JP Morgan Chase, the City of Los Angeles, Xerox, Toyota, and it is a four-pronged approach. I wish I could take it.
Well, one thing that I'm really proud of is that to have community partners that understand the mission and the fact that our mission collide, and that offered the opportunity to respond to the youth of the community of LA in this manner is just magnificent.
Coding is one of the four prongs.
Coding, we start the programming with graphics communication.
Perfect.
Then we continue it with digital printing. And then we round it off with 3D digital printing.
Which is a miracle to me.
That is amazing.
A miracle to me.
And then we close down the programming with the coding, and we offer that training in 2 languages. We train on Mac and PCs. It's a 6-month training program, open to youth, 18 years old and better.
Young adults.
Young adults. High school diploma or GED is all that is needed.
I want to ask you this. The program has just started.
Yes,
recently,
it has.
The first
Correct.
class. I'm sure you've been at some of the classes.
Yes, I have.
Tell me what you see.
Oh, that is a mind experience unlike I could not have imagined. In creating this program, having the vision to create this program, putting it together, and getting our first cohort going through the program, I knew not that I would walk in that class literally and bawl like a baby. Because I saw the enthusiasm, I saw the excitement in the eyes, I saw the knowledge going through our instructor to the students, but most importantly, I saw a glimmer of hope in the eyes of those who were participating, because they knew after this 6-month training program that we're going to place them in a job. I've got memorandums of understanding working for our apprenticeships, for jobs for these youth. Some of these jobs, $60,000 a year,
which is
starting salary. And they have the opportunity for that, and it didn't cost a dime. Only because we have the corporate consciousness that would come to the table and say, YWCA, yes, we will partner with you. We will support you in this endeavor.
How does it make you feel, your colleagues feel, to know that you are helping 15 young women, young men, and more to come? But we'll start with these 15.
Correct. It is such a gratifying experience, and it's more than the young adults that are attending that makes me happy. It's the families that serve as a backdrop to those young adults. It is the families that these young adults will have, and they are then able to provide an example for generations that are not even here.
I have to tell you, I'm completely taken by what you're doing, by who you are, and I thank you. Thank you for joining us. She is Faye Washington. She's president and CEO of YWCA of Greater Los Angeles. The website, of course, ywcagla.org. My name is Brad Pomerance. It's time on our Cable's Local Edition.